Ability, skill, and talent can be developed through hard work, good strategies, persistence, dedication, and input from others. Where focus goes, energy flows. So focus your energy on continuous learning and stop wasting time thinking about looking smart. Build resistance, build vulnerability, build courageousness, and face adversity with a smile. Become comfortable with uncomfortable. You know, the only person that you need to prove anything to is you. Imperfect action trumps perfect inaction. Stop wasting time and get on with it. Failure is part of learning, so start learning by taking action.
Kristian, we are back. It is Thursday. How has your week been so far?
Amazing. Always amazing. You know, I have the privilege and luxury of working with you and so much amazing talent around me, Simone, that it is really, some people might be thinking I'm being sarcastic. I'm not. I'm being absolutely genuine. No, it's been awesome. It's nice to have a really beautiful day here. And I think I'm up to my 6th one-on-one client call already today. So it's intense, but that's how I love it. So what do you got in store for us today, Simone?
Well, we are talking all about hiring and talent. I was going to say recruitment, but I knew that wasn't quite right. This is something we've actually been talking about behind closed doors quite a bit. And I know these are the conversations that you are having with your clients. So last week, we popped up a poll on LinkedIn and we asked people, are you hiring the right talent? Now, the answers and the responses were really quite interesting. It was a very split mix between the 3 options that we gave everyone. So 33% of people said that they're having challenges. 33% said it's hit and miss. And 35% said they absolutely nail it every time with hiring the right people. So let's get straight into this today.
How many people said they nail it every time?
35%.
Wow, we need to reach out to those people and just hopefully they weren't just all bullshitting, because that's there'd be some pretty remarkable data that would be able to be cultivated from that and understanding how they're nailing it. But I'd have some ideas. So yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah, cool. All right. So my first question for you is, how important is it to have a strategy behind your hiring process?
Okay, so let me just throw another question to you then to answer that. How
important? I knew
this
was going to happen this week. I had a feeling this was going to be counter questions.
Well, I mean, how important is strategy? So the reason why most companies fail is a lack of strategy, despite most people thinking that it's poor execution or even cash. They're the byproducts of poor strategy, Simone. Therefore, recruitment must form part of an overall strategy. With our high growth clients, marketing is actually a recruitment function. And what this means is that we focus on the core and making sure that a large majority of our communication embraces our values, our competencies, and also our purpose. So this helps us create opportunities, but also helps us attract talent on demand.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so important. And you said that in a minute as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, sometimes these things are really simple, and I think people appreciate simplicity. It looks like StreamYard is working today. I can actually see people are paying attention, and they're actually on here. So welcome all of our listeners that we now know we can see, and viewers. And please dial it up, stay with us. There's some serious value in this, and we're only going to probably be on air for another 5 or 6 minutes. So Simone, fire away. What's question number 2 for today?
Question number 2 is, why do you think businesses are finding it challenging to find the right people?
That's an easy one, and I'm glad that you asked that question. Look, they focus on the what and not on the who, all right? Jim Collins famously says, first who, then what. And the data suggests that too. So a lot of people hire on skills and not on attitude and aligned values. Okay. And I want to just address this notion of aligned values. There's a lot of BS out there that companies go, oh yeah, we hire on shared values and alignment. Where are your values? Oh, they're on the wall. Okay, so you're just using that as a throwaway comment. Truly hire based on alignment. Okay, and don't worry about skills, because skills can be taught. Right now, obviously, if you're going to hire a surgeon, then you're hiring on skill, right? But if that surgeon doesn't relate to you, you're not going to feel comfortable and confident, right? Despite their skills. Okay, this is what I'm sort of getting at. So the other thing people don't do is they don't communicate the why because they don't know their purpose, and they fail at articulating their vision. Now, I see this a lot, right? And this is why our clients have this huge competitive advantage over everybody else, because we get really skinny and really clear on purpose. Right now, there are very few great companies out there. I'm sorry to tell people that. And there are just a few more good ones, right? But let me tell you what there is. There's a lot of average companies, and then there's the ones you don't want to talk about. Now, the difference between all of these people and all these companies is their understanding and delivery of their core. And by the core, I mean purpose, values, and competencies.
Yeah. And it's, I've mentioned this before as well, people think it's just something put up on the wall, and that's what it is. That they're not living and breathing it in the same way to cultivate that culture inside of their businesses.
Yeah, it's just such waste. It's just a real. It's quite sad.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So my third question for you today is, what is one hot tip you could give to business owners that are recruiting positions right now at the moment? We're on the lead up to Christmas. What are your thoughts on people that are recruiting right now? Do you do it now? Do you wait till January? What do you think?
Your last question every week is really a value bomb, right? So anyone that stayed on and listened, and I can see a few of you on, a handful at least, here it comes. First who, then what? Not the other way around. Okay?
Yeah.
Listen really carefully one more time. First who, then what? Not the other way around. Tracy, you are going berserk on every platform, loving it. Can you just type in there, first who, then what, exclamation mark, not the other way around. Okay? That's really important. So what people need to do is stop being reactive. Okay? Recruitment is a proactive function. We call it active recruitment in our business and in the business of others. And as Simone, maybe what you can do rather than me talk, why not tell the world how I recruited you, and that should prove, right, what an active recruitment strategy is and what first who, then what really means. Go for it.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we shared this when we were live on radio yesterday as well. I actually started as your client. I approached you via a DM on LinkedIn after I'd seen you on a webinar and thought, I need to talk to this guy. I need to know more. Fortunately for me, it was over a long weekend in Easter, and you had time. Well, you took time away from your family to speak to me. Yeah, you weren't on back-to-back days with clients. And we jumped on a webinar and we started working together, firstly to help me in my health and fitness business. And then as you got to know me and all of the different skill sets I had, I clearly remember you saying, why just fitness? And I said, I don't know, I like it. And you said to me, I like soccer, but it doesn't mean that that's what I'm going to do for my whole life. Wow. And that's pretty much where it all started. And you said to me, I want you to join my team. And I said, doing what? And you said, I don't know yet. And the rest is history. Here we are.
Correct. And anyone that knows me knows that's how I recruit. I recruit first who, then what, right? Yeah. It's you go out and you find the right people to get on your bus, and then you work out what you need them for, right? Yeah. Because a great attitude and a great commitment and a great work ethic will trump any skill. I'm a teacher. I can teach any skill that I have in my artillery, but I need someone with the right attitude, the right loyalty, the right ability to adapt. Because as you know, I move very fast. My clients know how quickly we move. but we move based on a very well-documented strategy. So it's about keeping tempo. We call them rhythms. Okay, let's steal that concept from Gino Wickman, who stole it from Vern Harnish. Right? It's about creating a rhythm. It's about creating a heartbeat. Okay, recruitment's no different. You've got to create a rhythm and a heartbeat, but don't be reactive in your recruitment strategy. You will fail. Okay, especially in the current market where we've got in Australia alone 3.5% unemployment rate. Right? Slow wage increases. Right? There are demands everywhere, and I could line up a stack of our clients. Not one of them is having a recruitment problem.
Yeah.
And
you're talking about the people that wait until people leave before they look at replacing them. Right?
Absolutely. And Seek has taught us that, right? Seek is owned by biggest newspaper moguls in the country, right? So I believe it's still News Limited, if I remember correctly. But so the point here is, advertising for a job used to be done in a paper. And then Seek came out. What a brilliant model, right? And it drew people in and overseas it's called intent, our international clients and whatnot. But you don't have to recruit that way. If you've got an active recruitment strategy, that is part of the marketing function of your business. Not only will you communicate your message better, but you will also engage people better, which means you'll start to attract more of what you want, more of your clients and more of your talent, right? And that's really important. And look, I can talk about this all day because I love it. I truly love it. I get really excited about it. And I just got off the call before this with a client, and they said we've just recruited 2 exceptionally brilliant engineers, and it came directly through the marketing strategy, not through Seek. We use Seek as a CTA, right, to capture anyone who's not seeing us. These people apparently had been watching this organization for 7 months. They were watching us. And we're like, I'm ready to apply to work for these guys. We don't have to offer any incentives. We don't have to do anything. We capture it. And yes, we love it.
Yeah. And let's be honest, we're spending more time at work than what we do with our families. In reality, this is what it is. It's got to be a place that you love to be, because if you don't like where you are each day, then why is it worth taking that time away from your family?
And that's that aligned values, aligned and shared. Your values don't have to actually be the same values of the company, but there has to be an alignment, okay? Because otherwise, if you're saying to people, you can only work for us if you have the same values, well, you're taking away people's individuality. You're taking away their freedom of choice and their right to be who they want to be, right? I'm not in favor of that. What I want is alignment. Do you align to my values, and do I align to yours? And when you get that, you get harmony, because you can be who you want to be, and then you can be the person you need to be in the working environment.
Yeah.
Okay? And when I'm talking about shared values, I'm not talking about basic crap like integrity and honesty. They're given. You have to have integrity. You have to have honesty, right? Like your companies that have integrity and honesty plastered on their walls, mate, what are you doing? Hiring criminals? I'm confused. Right. And I do a lot of work in this space, as you know. I do a lot, people don't even realize that as an advisor or a growth advisor and a strategist, I spend a lot of time in the people area.
Yeah.
Right? And people say to me, I didn't even know that you did that. I'm like, oh, what do you think it is? There are 4 common decisions, ladies and gentlemen, 4 to have a high growth company. People, it starts there. First who, then what? Strategy, execution, and cash. That's it. You want to run a great business? They're the 4 areas you need to focus on. Anyway, we're going to run. I got to jump into the 30.
You do have 12 o'clock. I have 1 minute, and I'm going to use that minute just to say you're in Sydney next week. We're so excited. Our Marketing for Growth event is just 10 days away. So next Saturday we are in Sydney. We actually only have not even a handful of tickets left. Very few tickets left. If you would like one of those tickets, please feel free to get in touch with me. Send me a DM, and I will tell you all about the event and how you can grab one of our last remaining tickets. We're super pumped to be bringing an amazing day full of marketing strategy and advice.
Yeah, I'm really excited, and I'm really grateful to all the people that have purchased tickets and are coming. And I cannot wait to give them value and to help them scale their business. I mean, I feel truly blessed that people are trusting us, even though it's not very hard to when you're offering 100% money back guarantee. But the reality of it is, I'm truly blessed that people have made that commitment to join us in Sydney. We've got people flying in. I think half the audience is flying in from looking at the guest list. So, yeah, truly inspired by that. Simone, I have to go. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bless you. Enjoy your weekend. And for those of you that are going to be joining us in Sydney, can't wait to meet you.
That's right. Enjoy your week, everyone. We'll be back with the hot seat next Thursday, 11:45 Sydney time. Have a good day. Bye.
Are you ready to start taking action on your business? Would you like to spend more time with your family? Then call 1300-643-229 and start building momentum right now. I know you're busy. In fact, you are so busy that you don't have time to work on your business or yourself. Often tossing and turning at night, worrying about the how-tos and the cash flow. How on earth can you possibly get off the hamster wheel so that you can take a helicopter view to see where you'll be in 90 days, 1 year, or 3 years from now? In this program, I will take you from sleepless nights to blissful sleep. You'll have more time with your family and you will have the clarity and direction so you can grow and flourish. Call 1300-643-229 now and start building momentum.